So the Eagles dominated the Chiefs in Super Bowl 59. You look at the scoreline, you look at the box score. The Eagles handed the Chiefs a historic loss. The Chiefs were destined to three-peat. The narrative surrounding the Chiefs leading up to the Super Bowl had fans convinced that the Chiefs would win the game late, that Patrick Mahomes would lead his side to yet another fourth quarter comeback victory. But that did not happen. What happened instead was complete domination by the Eagles. Even the most die-hard Eagles fans wouldn't have expected this blowout victory. So, how did the Eagles do that to the mighty Kansas City Chiefs? Aren't Coach Reid and Patrick Mahomes this once-in-a-generation duo that has been there, done that on the biggest stage of them all multiple times before? How did Andy Reid and Mahomes lose to Nick Sirianni and Jalen Hurst? But for a moment, let's forget that this was a matchup between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Philadelphia Eagles. Context is key. If we divorce the two programs from the perceptions we have built around them and instead look at their rosters objectively, this result should not come as any surprise. This was a matchup between the number one ranked defense in pro football and a team that scored more than 30 points only once this entire season. This was a matchup between the number one ranked pass defense in the league and a team that was 31st in the league for big plays of more than 20 yards. This was a matchup between an Eagles side that often forgot that it had A.J. Brown on the field due to the surplus of offensive talent, and a Chiefs team that has a rookie gadget guy as its number one offensive weapon. Just think about this. The Eagles dropped 40 in a game where Saquon Barkley rushed for only 57 total yards. The Eagles didn't even need their home run hitter to break out the big runs or the big plays. The Eagles scored 40 while Saquon Barkley was a non-factor. That is how dominant the Eagles roster is. Throughout the season, the entire Chiefs offense has been quick passes behind the line of scrimmage, long, methodical drives where they had to convert third down after third down and then go into the red zone and convert and score there. Despite Mahomes' undeniable arm talent, he wasn't able to create dynamic plays this season because his receivers just couldn't gain any separation. The only way that the Chiefs could score against the Eagles was by marching down the field in long drives against a dominant defense. Good luck trying to put together long drives against this Eagle defense that collapses the pocket with 4 rushers and drops 8 defenders in coverage. The Eagles didn't blitz all night and yet they sacked Mahomes for multiple times back-to-back plays. As soon as the ball was snapped, Mahomes was scrambling out of the pocket because he was under instant pressure. And while Mahomes used his mobility to avoid the sack, he had no one to throw to. None of his receivers could gain any separation against the number one pass defense. When Mahomes tried the short passing game, they gained no yards. When the Chiefs tried to go for big plays, Mahomes had no time in the pocket. And he was throwing to receivers that were completely covered. Is Nick Sirianni a better head coach than Andy Reid? No. Is Jalen Hurst a better quarterback than Patrick Mahomes? Again, no. But the Eagles roster is in a different stratosphere compared to this Kansas City side. The reality is the Chiefs overachieved by reaching this Super Bowl. This Kansas City side was not worthy of playing in the Super Bowl, and their performances this season proved that. But since Mahomes owns the AFC and he can't lose to Lamar or Josh Allen in the playoffs, even if he tried to, Mahomes and the Chiefs found themselves playing in the Super Bowl they had no business being in. And now Mahomes is 3-2 in his Super Bowl appearances and has been blown out in both of those losses. Sports thrives on narratives. Careers are defined by stories. Given how one-sided the Chiefs' losses in the Super Bowls have been, we can already foresee Mahomes' doubters questioning the legitimacy of the 3 Super Bowl titles. Mahomes could have been 2-3 in Super Bowls if Jimmy Garoppolo connected on that deep ball late in the fourth. The Chiefs could have been 1-4 if the refs didn't give them a late pass interference call. Losing comes at a cost. And this is just the reality that the Chiefs and Patrick Mahomes will have to deal with going forward. This is a tough loss for the Chiefs, but the best team in the NFL, the Philadelphia Eagles, are the Super Bowl champions. The Lombardi Trophy goes to a deserving winner.